At first, no one noticed him. He wasn't the most talented, wasn't the loudest in the room, wasn't the fastest to start. In fact, when others made big announcements about their goals, he stayed quiet. He had learned something the hard way. Starting strong means nothing if you don't finish stronger. He used to be like everyone else. Inspired on Monday, exhausted by Thursday, distracted by the weekend. He lived in bursts of motivation, short sprints that led nowhere. Until one day, he stopped chasing intensity and chose consistency instead. No dramatic transformation, no overnight discipline, just one decision: show up every day, even when he didn't feel like it. Especially when he didn't feel like it. The first week was ordinary. The first month felt slow. The first few results were invisible. People around him were still chasing quick wins, new plans, new excitement, new distractions. He stayed with the same goal, same routine, same commitment. While others were restarting, he was repeating. And repetition built something powerful: skill, confidence, self-trust. Consistency is not loud. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't seek attention. But it compounds. A single workout doesn't change your body. A single day of focus doesn't build mastery. A single effort doesn't create success. But hundreds of small efforts, that's where the shift happens. Months passed. The difference began to show. Not because he worked harder than everyone else in one day, but because he worked steadily when others stopped. When motivation faded, he continued. When progress slowed, he adjusted, not quit. When boredom crept in, he stayed. That's when he became dangerous. Not dangerous because he was aggressive, dangerous because he was predictable. You could predict he would show up, predict he would improve, predict he wouldn't disappear. And in a world full of people who start and stop, the one who keeps going becomes unstoppable. He no longer relied on feeling ready. He relied on habit. He no longer needed inspiration. He had structure. The gap between him and everyone else didn't grow overnight. It widened quietly, millimeter by millimeter, day by day, until one day, people asked him, "How did you get so good?" They didn't see the early mornings, the repeated failures, the boring practice, the days he wanted to quit but didn't. They saw the result. They didn't see the consistency. He understood something simple. Talent might get attention. Motivation might get applause. But consistency gets results. And results are what make you dangerous. Not because you're lucky, not because you're gifted, but because you refuse to disappear. Consistency made him patient. Consistency made him skilled. Consistency made him confident. And eventually, consistency made him unstoppable.